Hello, my name is Amarjot Singh, and I'm an ICCRC licensed consultant based in Edmonton, Alberta. I offer immigration advice to people online and also in person when they meet me in the office. On many occasions, people have asked me, especially from different countries, if there's something called a schooling visa. A schooling visa, what they refer to is something like where a minor child gets a visa to study in a grade school in Canada, which is like grade 1 to all the way from kindergarten to grade ninth till about, let's say, 10th. Many so-called consultants in different countries are offering and promoting this kind of schooling visa for minor children with the promise that once the child gets the visa, the parent can accompany the child not only perhaps on a tourist visa, but some people are even emphasizing that the parents can themselves get a work visa to accompany the minor child who's going on a student visa. I wanted to show you what does the law say and what is the reality, so that you can make your own judgment. What goes on, what is the reality and whether it really happens or not. I think much of it is a scam. I've been hearing this schooling visa for the past 3 to 4 years. I've asked many agents and so-called clients who have been promised to give me some reference of anybody who got the schooling visa and the parent actually accompanied the child and have come to Canada, but I've not got any single successful case so far. So let us take a look at what exactly is this student visa and how does it work and what does the law says. So what we are going to look at is, if you look at the screen is on the Government of Canada website. It says minor children and study in Canada. So who is a minor child? In Canada, each province decides who is a minor or not. If you look at the screen, it tells you very clearly in some provinces it's 18 and other provinces 19. So anybody who is below this age is called a minor child. So no matter what grade, it doesn't make a distinction on what grade you're applying for. If you are under this age in that province, you are called a minor student, trying to apply for the schooling visa. So what documents are needed to apply for the study visa? We'll take a look for now. But basic requirement is that you must be having a responsible adult in Canada who will act as a guardian or it's called a custodian. A custodian is needed for all child who are less than 17. After 17, it is not mandatory, but less than 17, all minor student visa applicant require a custodian. So sometimes they have their relatives or friends who are in that city, and they will promise that they can accommodate the child in their own house and provide them free boarding and lodging. Or in some boarding schools, sometimes even the administrator of the school themselves are trying to become their custodian. So depending on what the situation is, but everybody requires a custodian. So look at the screen. A minor will need 2 notarized documents studied in Canada. A notarized document that has been certified by a notary. We will see it requires a custodianship declaration form, and this is the form that they have to fill. No matter what country they are coming from, they need to fill the custodian form. So I'm opening the custodian form right now, and this is, as you can see on the screen, it's called Custodianship Declaration, and student information, parents, guardian, whoever that is, custodian information, and they sign it. This has to be notarized, and this is a duplicate form actually. So both of them have to be filled at the same time, and one copy goes to the visa officer, other copies goes to the school. So this is what is needed for sure as far as minor visa is concerned. Look at what is the length of the duration. What is the visa duration for minor children in grade 1 to 8? the study permit is valid only for 1 year. For minor grades in grades 9 to 12, attending a post-secondary institution is valid for the length of the time and plus 90 days. So, for example, they may be coming to study at grade 9, but the admission is confirmed all the way till grade 12. The school will perhaps say that you can study for all those years. Then whatever the duration is plus 90 days, that's the time that the student permit will be given. For minor children attending a post-secondary institution, study permit is normally valid for the length of time to study plus 90 days, which is, if you are a minor child, but if you're attending a post-secondary institution, sometimes it might be that you are going for a diploma or certificate after grade 12, then the study permit will be valid for that duration plus 90 days. Quebec also is the same time as in CAQ, which is listed on the Certificat d'Exception du Québec. My French is not good, but that's called CAQ, and that's how we should do. So this is what it is. Exceptions: who cannot get the study permit? For kindergarten, you don't need a study permit. For minor children who themselves are refugees or refugee claimants, or whose parents are refugee claimants, they don't need a study permit. Minor children who are already in Canada with parents who are allowed to work or study, maybe their parents are already in a work visa or study visa, they don't need a separate study permit. So that is what all the guideline is. I mean, there's no separate provision. You can see it on the screen, which is confirming that the parent themselves will get a work visa or tourist visa for the duration of the study permit of the child itself. So it's something that I do not know who is offering all this wrong advice outside just to make some money, but the regulation is very, very clear. Let's take a look at. This is just the documents on who needs a study permit. But if you want to take a look at what documents are needed in full for applying for a minor study visa, which is pretty much the same documents, minor children, and look at this, minor children as a visitor. No, that's not it. Which is the requirements of minor children entering Canada to study for a study permit, which is the regular documents, which is for study permit, no matter whether they are minor or major. So you apply on paper application, look in the application package, which is pretty much the standard checklist. And let me just open up anyway the checklist, instruction guide. Take a look at the instruction guide, which is this is same application guide for every pretty much all countries. So that is all it is. And there is absolutely no provision here I see anywhere which is telling me that the parent will get the visa with it. So I do not know who is spreading this false rumors and false promises that the students will get to have the parent accompany and they will get the tourist visa. I mean, they can apply for tourist visa. I mean, it's not a guarantee that they'll get it, but something that whether it will coincide with the length of this duration of the study permit of the child, I think this is just an illusion. So it's not going to happen. So that's all it is about the minor child applying for study permit. Everything is right here. There's no doubt about anything. So people who have been fed false rumors should take note. I think there's nothing so-called schooling visa with parents accompanying. So I hope that clarifies pretty much everything. All right. Thank you very much.